An afterlife is really an interesting concept, some grip of the meaning of life and the purpose of life, and it does end. All the pain and the suffering, I believe, ends in heaven. You know, and I was reading the Bible the other day, and it talked about we don't know God from reaching so much out to get Him, but we know God because He chose to reveal Himself to us. Now, if you're on a genuine search and you make prayers like, Lord, if you really exist, show me. Show me a miracle that I can't deny. And that's the most powerful thing you can ever have. And I wrote to my buddy Paul saying, I'm in a lot of pain this winter. And, he said back to me, I asked him if he doubted and how he handled the doubt and how he handled such a positive God when your body is so much in pain. And he basically said that you handle it because there's no other source, there's no other way to go. And it was from a verse and just talked about there's no other way to turn but to Jesus in my mind. And I think that's a narrow path, and I think I would definitely be sidetracked if I could, but I can't. There's just too many miracles I've seen, and too many miracles I've heard about, and too many miracles I've read about, etc., etc. But I was a heathen dog. We watched this movie about high school kids in LA, very accurate, very close to the bone, and I thought, my goodness, that's what I was. That's the way I was, and it's a mentality I had. And fortunately, those days are over forever, and the things that I don't understand, I'm not going to worry about. I don't understand my body. Well, how about understanding a billion light years? It's unfathomable. And somebody made a comment about how it freaks them out, and unfortunately I scripted that a little bit into my OCD, and I just don't think about it. I just think about the best parts of Earth and the things that I do enjoy most: sports, participating in sports, films, being in front of the camera. All these things will happen in heaven. And then all the bad things, poverty, famine, global warming, all these bad things won't exist at all. Our earthly bodies will become incorruptible, I believe, and that they won't decay. And we won't be forced off the planet. I know my dad was sure he was going to live to be 90. Reasonably good diet, exercise, everything was in his favor. So he did a reverse mortgage, and he died at 76, suddenly, after 3 months. That's pretty sudden. And, he was a brilliant scientist, a pathologist, board-certified medical doctor. He could really never get it into his psyche unless he actually saw a miracle or an event. But I think you have to take baby steps towards seeing that miracle or that event. It'll give you the leap of faith. Or sometimes it's a step of faith, or foxhole convert, when you're in so much duress, you promised God to do everything. I saw a movie about that the other night. And so, yeah, I do believe in an afterlife. And I do believe in a narrow way. And I do believe in the Bible and the New Testament teachings of Jesus. And everything else I'm not going to worry about. I have enough on my own mind and on my own plate. And infinity, nah. That really freaks a lot of people out, though.